average cost method, we're using the same example, just as we use in the first two methods. Remember, first in, first out is where we try to get the first set of stuff out of the storeroom. And then last in, first out is where we try to get the last set of stuff first out. Today we are not doing any of those. We are going to look at how we average our cost method. And we are using the same example. Remember, we bought, we sold. Alright? Otherwise we receive or we issue. Remember, interchangeably we use the word bought, sold, receive, issue. And remember, we're focusing on the month of the year. Alright? Accordingly. January, February, March. Yes. We're focusing on the month of the year. So we're going to look, the first month of the year is January. So in January, we bought, which is receive. So in the business, we are receiving 10 stuff. Good? Write it bold. We did not issue any in January. Therefore, then let me put the cost here. 10 times 30. Right? We did not issue any in January. That means we're going to average the cost. The cost is 30. There's nothing to average because you know when you average, you have two figures together and divide by 2. And the fact that this is the first thing happening in the year, January, first month, we don't have anything to average. So the price will remain. And the number of units in stock is 10. So we bring the 10 here. Good? The total value of stock is the 10 times the 30, which is 300. And that is what happened in January. So we are going to pull the line across to show that we have completed the month of January. Now the month that follows January is February, but it is not on the board. I'm not seeing March either. That means we jump straight into April. So in April, we also bought 10 and 34. Good? So 10 and 34, the number of stock is 10 plus 10 is 20. Now you are wondering, what am I going to put here for the average? In order to get the average, you have to add this 30 in January and this 34, and you're going to get 64. And you then divide it by 2 and it gives you 32. So it's the 32 that you're going to put right here. Good? And then you're going to multiply the 32 times the 20 to get your total. Get your average. Remember, you focus on the price in January and the price in April, which is 30 and 34. You add them together and you're going to get 64. Then you're going to divide by 2 to get average. Alright, that's how you get average. That's what is average cost per unit. It is 32. Then you're going to multiply your average cost times your number of stock, which in this case is 32 times 20, gives you 640. And that is what happened in April. So we close off April. Now, April, May. But in May, it comes under this topic, which is sold. That means we are issuing something. So we're going to write May. Alright? And we're going to write what we are issuing. We're issuing 8. Good? And whenever we are issuing, we issue at the last cost, which is 32 in this case. Good? That means our last unit price, average cost unit price, is still 32. And if we sell 8 stock out of 20, that means we have 12 remaining. Let me go again. we pick up what the amount that we're issuing, which is A. We're not ready for this figure as it. This is how we're going to determine the next part of the topic, the trading. Alright, so don't pay attention to this figure right here. So 8 is what we're issuing. Good? And whatever we are issuing, we use the last average cost to issue that at. So because the last average cost was with paper, which is 32, we put it beside this. That means we bring down this 32 because we did not have anything else to change the unit cost. So it still remains at 32. Now all we have to do is multiply 12 times 32. So you simply do 2 2's 4, 2 3's 6, 1 2 2, and 1 3 3. That gives us 384. So it is 384 because it is the 12 times the 32. Gives us 384. And that is the total value of stock for the month of May. Good? So all you have to do is multiply your average cost times your number of units in stock. Where do we get this 12 from? Because we issue 8 out of our last stock, which is 20. 8 from 20 gives us 12. Where did we get this 32? We bring down the last average cost price here. Alright? So that will close us off for May month. Good? So the next month in question would be June, there's no June. July, there's no July. August, there's no August. September, there's no September. And of course, the month that comes after September is October. So we go straight into October. And remember, October we are receiving. We are receiving 20 times 40. Good? We're not issuing anything, so this will remain blank. Now, we need to find the average cost. This is now going to change. The reason why this is going to change is because we have a new price. Now we're going to have this price and divide it by 2. So you keep, so you do 34 plus 40 gives us 74 divided by 2 is 37. So the new average cost per unit is 37. Good? Now, we have 12 in our storeroom and we went ahead and bought 20 more. So now we have 32. Good? Now we are going to multiply your 32 times your 37. Good? Which is simple. So you're going to put 37 times 32. 2 7's 14, 2 3's 6. Good? 0, 3 7, 21, 3 3's 9 and 2, 11. So it's 1174. So when you multiply 37 times 32, you're going to get 1174. And that is the value of our stock at the end of October. Let me go again. We have 20 times 40 under the same column. Because the next month that comes after May in question is October and it's on the bought. That means we went and we bought 20 goods, we received 20 goods in our storeroom. We picked up the price that we bought it for, which is 40. Remember, we're averaging our costs, right? And the last cost that came in was in April, which is 34. And hence we're going to have our 34 with our 40. And we are going to get 74, then divide by 2, and we are going to get 37. That is the reason I end up with this average cost of $37. Good? And of course, because I already have 12 stock in my storeroom and I went and bought 20 more, I am now with 32 stock. That's how I get my 32. And of course, I want to know the value of my stock, so I'm simply going to multiply my unit cost against my unit of stock. So 37 times 32 gives me 1174, which closes off the month of October. Now, you can say the months of the year. Right after October comes November. And what is happening in November is that we are selling or issuing, whichever word you want to call it. So we are going to write November. remember it's the same thing, right? We over and over. Repetition. 8 times 37 is 296. So it's 8 times 37 that gives you 296. We only put this 37 here and this 32 to show that that's what they will be selling for, the average cost price, alright? So pay attention to that. So we close out November, right? So of course your narration would say total value of stock for the period ending 31st of December 2007 is 296 using the AVCO method. Alright? So remember, students, pay attention to the price here and the price that comes in after. That's why you're going to get your average. You're going to add both of them, divide by 2, and put the average here. Cost, alright? So it is always the last price in consideration with the new one that you're going to add and divide by 2 to get the cost here. Once there is nothing that we bought, you just leave the last average cost remaining. Alright? So that's a wrap, guys. So we have people, we have last in first out equal, and now we looked at the AVCO. That should conclude the 3 methods that we can use to value our stuff. Replay the videos to reinforce yourself. Alright? Have yourself a blessed day.